At BHP, we have been focused on reshaping our asset portfolio to align with the global megatrends of decarbonization, electrification, and urbanization. We believe we have an important role to play to supply the world with some of the critical minerals and metals it needs. For example, the world needs copper for renewable energy infrastructure and nickel for electric vehicles, and we anticipate growth in these commodities. We are working to identify more efficient, less carbon-intensive methods to extract these metals and minerals. BHP currently has among the lowest absolute operational GHG emissions of the major diversified mining companies, and we remain on track to achieve our fiscal year 2030 target to reduce operational GHG emissions by at least 30% from our fiscal year 2020 baseline level. Many of our operations are not grid connected, such as our Pilbara iron ore operations, so electrification using renewable energy is a significant opportunity. Diesel represents our largest source of operational GHG emissions, and displacement remains a core technical challenge, although we are working with equipment manufacturers, partners, and industry peers to accelerate the availability, maturation, scale, and deployment of technological alternatives to diesel-based vehicles and material movement options. We are approaching operational decarbonization from many different angles. My role sits at the Global Innovation Area at BHP called Think and Act Differently. We have adopted an open innovation model, so we are transparent about the opportunities and challenges we're working on and seek to invite collaborators from universities, industry peers, adjacent industries, and startups to join us. For example, instead of going to a single engineering firm to get a design for a piece of equipment, an alternative approach is that you might go out to the open crowd and get different ideas from the best design. Instead of picking one vendor, you might build a cohort of innovators to experiment and give each other feedback. In turn, we help innovators accelerate their ideas by providing access to subject matter experts and operations to test their innovations. We believe that this diversity of thinking should give us the best results. We're not limiting ourselves to building the mine of tomorrow with what is available on the shelf today. Some of the projects we're working on are often quite different to what people generally think about in relation to reducing GHG emissions, but they could have a significant impact on the emissions intensity of our industry. I will illustrate this with some examples of a couple of projects that we're currently working on. You may have seen our biometals promotions on LinkedIn and other places, seeking to attract people working in bioleaching, biosequestration, and biobeneficiation. Current commercially feasible technologies require many metals, such as copper and nickel, to go through energy-intensive processes to extract the minerals that the world needs for infrastructure, technology, transport, and everyday household items. However, depending on the geology of the particular ore body, unlocking great biotechnology solutions could allow us to completely change the process flow sheet so that we can extract a metal like copper at a much less energy-intensive rate. To complement work that is already occurring within our business, we're currently searching for innovators that may have ideas that could accelerate our thinking. By inviting the open crowd to participate, we'll learn about people from outside our industry that may bring new perspectives to what we're doing.